Hi, Posh Talk. My name is Amy Wyckoff, and I'm a premier with Perfectly Posh, and I am here on Motivational Monday to talk to you about the importance of shutting off those nasty little voices inside of your head, those voices that keep filling you full of negative thoughts, those voices that keep telling you you're not good enough, you're not capable of being successful, that you don't have what it takes to make it in this business. And I am hopefully going to convince you that you are stronger and more capable than you ever dreamt possible. Now, just to give you a little bit of background information about me, I am a wife and mother to 4 incredible children. I have had a few different jobs in my lifetime, none of which were sales related. But several years ago, I was forced to make a really hard decision. I was forced to decide whether or not it was time for me to give up my career in the marketing industry in order to stay at home and homeschool our 14-year-old daughter, who is significantly impacted by her autism diagnosis. She actually is, her primary diagnosis is autism, but she has a multitude of other developmental, behavioral, and mental diagnoses as well. It was becoming very evident that our local school district wasn't capable of providing for her needs, and we really had two options. We could continue to send her to a school district that didn't know how to help her, or I could give up my career and I could try to educate her myself. Now, I will be perfectly honest, I was terrified. I had no idea what I was doing. I had no experience with education. I didn't know anything about building a curriculum. I didn't even have a college degree. All I knew was that my child needed me and I really didn't have any other options. So I took a deep breath and I stepped away from a career in marketing that I loved, and I took off on this journey as a homeschooling mom. Now, I tell you all of that background because it directly relates to my success with Perfectly Posh. When I signed up for Perfectly Posh in September of 2012, I had no intention of building a business. I was the quintessential kidnapper. I honestly had never had any desire to sell anything. I had never even hosted a home party. I just knew that I really liked the products, and in order to save my family some money, I would go ahead and sign up for this company. Now, in the process of doing that, I did continue to read and learn. Back in those days, we didn't have a lot of training available. In fact, most of what we learned through Facebook groups. And I kept hearing these people talk about how you had to have a launch party. You had to have a launch party. And so in the back of my mind, I thought, well, I can try this. I can have a launch party. And so I scheduled a launch party, invited 30 plus people, and 2 showed up. To say that my launch party was an epic failure would be an understatement. And I'll tell you, it really brought me down. I thought to myself, you know what? I was right. I can't do this. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not cut out for this. You know, it was worth a try, but forget it. And about 48 hours after that epic failure of a launch party, I had a Facebook message from a friend who said to me, look, I don't know anything about those products you're selling, but I'd love to host a home party for you. And I said, absolutely sure, that'll be great. And then I realized that I had made the biggest mistake of my life because I had no idea what I was doing. My launch party had shown that I didn't know how to be successful. I didn't know how to fill out the order forms. I really didn't know how to present the products. I didn't know how to sell the products. I didn't know anything. And all those voices inside my head started to take over. You're going to fail. This is going to be miserable. They're all going to know you don't know what you're doing. You know, they're going to laugh at you because you're making an idiot out of yourself. All of those voices took over inside of my head. But being the people pleaser that I am, I was able to push all those nasty thoughts and voices aside for a little while and take a deep breath. And I packed up my pink bag with all of my starter products and went out to her home and absolutely had the best time of my life. Yes, I was clueless. Yes, I didn't know all the answers, but I put a smile on my face and I was really honest when I didn't know exactly what the answer was to the questions they were asking. I said, you know what? I'm going to look into that and I'll get back to you. And in the end, that party ended up being one of the biggest home parties I've ever done. I'm pretty sure the sales were upwards of $750. And I tell you all of this because had I not shut down those little voices inside my head, I would have never realized just how much fun I was having. I would have had no clue how much love I had for this business. I walked out of that party with a beaming smile on my face, went home, told my husband how great it was, and he was so proud and so supportive. And I continued to research and I continued to look into other local events. I continued to go out and hand out random samples. I continued to talk about the products. All I really ever did was just shared my passion. And I know that if you're taking the time to watch this video, you have that same passion in you. And I know that if you have that passion, you are capable of turning off those nasty negative voices inside your head. I sit here now looking at this little green dot on a computer screen, actually on an iMac computer that I purchased with Posh Points, thank you, as somebody who went from kidnapper to premier. And all I had to do was finally tell those voices in my head to knock it off, that they didn't control me, that I and I alone am responsible for my success, that I couldn't let the negative things that happen bring me down. Yes, this business is a lot of hard work. And yes, it takes determination. It's not something that happens overnight. But in the end, I promise you, when you shut down those negative voices inside your head, you are far more capable of being successful than you've ever dreamt you could be. I would have never gotten to where I am today if I had let those nasty voices inside my head continue to control me and continue to control my self-worth and my self-esteem. So I am sitting here now today on this Motivational Monday, and I am begging you, begging you, begging you to knock it off. Quit letting those voices take control of you and your success. Don't let the negativity that floats around direct sales keep you from being everything that you're capable of being. Put that smile on your face. Do the work. Get up in the morning, take your shower, get dressed, do your hair, put on your makeup, whatever it takes. Work your business every day and do it with a positive focus. Focus on what you love most about this company. Focus on what you love most about these products. When that joy and that passion comes from inside of you and the outside world sees it, you are capable of being successful. Trust me, you can do it. I have faith in you. All of your premiers have faith in you. You can do this, guys. Turn off the negative self-talk. Believe in yourself. Know that you can do it. And know this, your dreams don't work if you don't. And part of doing that work is turning off those nasty voices inside of your head. Thanks for listening, guys. I hope I didn't bore you too much. Have a wonderful rest of your Motivational Monday, and here's to nothing but success in the coming months.